Hi guys, welcome to my channel. For the people that subscribed, thanks very much. The ones that haven't, if you can, that'd be great if you're into bikepacking, cycle touring, gear reviews. So this review, well, not really a review, more of a better way of doing things. A lot of us are traveling more than a weekend, you know, and more of us are taking gadgets with us while we travel. And I've been using different types of systems for the last 4 or 5 years to charge my gadgets, and I think I've come up with a better way to do things than what I've been doing for the last few years, and I explain. So if you're interested in figuring out how to power your gadgets on a long tour, there's a few different ways, and I explain which ways I'm doing, so hopefully it'll help you guys and save you some money. First of all, I've been using solar. This is Lynx solar. I have one of their 11-inch ones, or 11-watt ones, and it's pretty good, and it's been treating me really well for the last year since I've had it. I've been charging the Anchor Watt, which is a 26,000 battery, and it takes me about a day and a half to charge. So but that's me doing it, testing it in Asia. It takes me about a day and a half, and also it takes me about a day and a half in Australia, and even here in Greece it takes me about a day and a half to charge a 26,000 one. So my friend, who's using the exact same setup of the 11-watt and this, and she was doing Oregon, up the coast in January, and she came back to me and says, Mark, I was barely able to charge 1 bar on one of these 26,000 Anchor things. Obviously because the light isn't as strong as Asia or Australia or even Greece. So using a solar panel, which I really love, this is actually a newer one. I asked him, because they make custom ones, I asked him to design me one that I could fit just on the front roll. And it's the full watts go right on the front roll bag, and he designed this for me. But he also designed so it can open up and it becomes a 20-watt. So this just sits right on my front roll bag. This is a prototype. It's not technically out yet. There is a link. I think he's originally going to do Indigo or something, but I'll put the details once I know, and I'll put it on the bottom of the thing so you can have a check it out. I really like it. Fits on the front roll. Does a really good job. But as I say, solar's great. You got sun. But if you don't have sun, what do? Well, there's a few YouTubers I follow. Jio Nation, really cool guy. I met him in Vietnam. He's going around the world. He's staying in hotels every night, so he's charging his battery banks. He just charges them, plugging them in, charging all his gadgets, his laptop, his drones, everything, every single night. Now, not all of us are going to be staying in hotels all the time. There's another guy, Kobe. What he's doing is he's just trying to find anywhere to charge. In the video you see him, alright, I've got no power, I got to charge my gadgets, where can I find? And he's just plugging in gas stations, whatever. Another guy, Adam, he will spend his whole day charging his gadgets. So every 4 days he will go to a coffee shop or somewhere like that and charge his gadgets. And he will sit there all day and do that there. I don't want to charge my gadgets every 4 days, sit somewhere like for 12 hours. Now the Anchor battery I have is actually pretty good. It's actually 6 hours charge. It takes 6 hours to fully charge it. I don't actually want to sit 6 hours in a coffee shop, so I set a goal for myself to try to get everything down to 3 hours. So I'll show you what I'm doing now. So for the sun, great. You're in a hot country, solar panels, perfect. So what do you do? Just show you. These are power cubes, okay, little power cubes. They're using 21,700 technology. Basically they look like the size of 5,000 milliamps batteries, but they're actually 10,000. This company came up with this technology, and it takes 3 hours to charge. 3 hours just to charge it. So a 10,000 battery. So I'm getting rid of the anchor, okay, even though it's worked pretty well for 2 years, you know. But another reason I'm getting rid of it, if it fails, I'm screwed until I find another battery. So I'm trying to do some backup. So I've got 3 batteries by Omar. I'll put a Facebook link, and I think it's they buy them on Amazon. They're pretty inexpensive, like 23 bucks. There's like a discount code. So what I'm doing is I arrive at a destination and I use the anchor. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not sure if that's focusing. It's got 4 USBs, okay? So I plug this in and I charge all 3 of these 10,000 milliamp batteries. They're very tiny. All 3 of them in 3 hours. So this anchor, I would have to sit in a coffee shop for 6 hours every 4 days. So every 4 days or 5 days, I sit for 3 hours and I can charge all 3 batteries using this here charger by Anchor. Okay, so that saves me 3 hours and where I should be riding a bike rather than just sitting in a coffee shop, and I can easily extend the lunch. So I really like these batteries. They've got USB output, and they also have the C output as well, so, and input for the C. So as I say, that's probably why it charges pretty fast. It's got a little light. I really like the lights to let you know, little blue lights, so you can see them telling you how much charged it is. Zoom in, and really works well. I've got 30,000 amps charged in 3 hours, so an extended lunch I can charge them. So the other things, what I've been doing is trying to figure out, check this out, this is way cool. When I'm rafting or bike packing or cycle touring, I like to have the battery outside the bike, and if it's raining, this one's waterproof. It's 100% waterproof. So basically I would have this attached to my bike or my pack raft, okay, and then the solar panel charging away. And if it ends up being sprinkles, shower, rain, I don't have to hide it, okay? So I don't have to take it in, disconnect or anything, because this is waterproof. This is not out yet, okay? What happened was I have been looking for a new waterproof battery for the last year, and every one I click on links in Amazon says discontinued, discontinued, discontinued. So when Omar, this company from Hong Kong, talked to me about this battery, they said, I asked them, by any chance you making a waterproof battery? And they said, yeah, sure, we are making one, but it's not out yet. Would you like to test it? I said, hell yeah, you know. So they sent this to me. So what I've been doing is, when I'm rafting, because I'm stuck on the water maybe 10 hours, now I can, with the solar panel and with this, I can charge what do you call it, the battery. Beforehand I couldn't. I was too scared of the anchor getting soaking or damaged. So this new one, it's called, I believe the name of it is Explorer. They're only making 2,000 limited run of them. It's got little waterproof thing down here. And even the plugs look like they're done in plastic rather than steel, so that's probably giving more waterproofness. So they've got the USB, and they got the charging USB-C and USB-C for output as well. This one is 10,000. This is a 10,000 one. It's pretty light. It also clips onto your backpack if you're doing hiking or something like that there and you want to charge, you know. You press the button and you can see little lights on it telling you how many there is. There's like basically 4 telling you it's full. And I did charge it using the solar panel this morning, so it didn't take long to charge. Really like it. I like the case. I'm a little bit delicate with the anchor, and this is a really good solution for me. So how do you power your drones? Okay, let's say if you're taking drones with you, how do you power them? There's a few ways. Like the little Spark drone which I have, you can actually just use a battery bank and just plug it in directly into the drone and charge them. That's an easy way. But I have found it really drains the battery a lot, like really quickly. So I was trying to find a solution. I looked at chargers, okay, and the chargers I looked at, they basically, how do you say it? The chargers, you had like a freeway charger, so you could charge 3 batteries at the same time, and that's great. You arrive within 3 hours, you have all 3 batteries charged. But what do I do when those 3 batteries are empty and I'm in the middle of the wilderness? You know, how do I charge them? You know, the charger is designed to go directly into a wall socket. So, done a little bit of research and I came across this. Tried ordering from America, they were sold out. Tried ordering from Germany, it was sold out, but actually found it in Greece. So, you imagine, it's a little Spark power station. Okay, the size is probably a little bit hard to tell on the camera, okay, but it's the same size as the styrofoam box that you get for the Spark. It's the same, actually it's a little bit smaller dimensions, you know, width and length. It's a little bit taller on the height. So I would be taking the box with me anyway when I was cycle touring to protect the drone. And this is just slightly bigger, but it does so much more rather than just protect it. So what this does, I'll switch it on. First of all, it takes 3 hours to charge, right? And I really like this. So, oh no, okay. So there you are, right? This little case comes down. So it's got 1 battery in there, and it's got another battery in there, and it's got the battery inside of the Spark. So when you plug it into the wall socket, it's charging this Spark, and it's charging these 2 batteries, but it's also charging the battery bank that it's built in. It's got a really nice battery bank, okay. I believe it's 5,000 milliamps. So after 3 hours, these 3 batteries, including the one on the drone, is fully charged, plus I have another 5,000 milliamps, which will charge these again another 3 times. So our 3 batteries will charge fully again. So that means I have 6 batteries. And if I'm flying 12 minutes a day, I've got 6 days worth of flight with the drone from a 3-hour charge. And the same, roughly the same dimensions of the foam box that I will take anyway. Just a little bit taller. So this is my solution for powering the drone, but also example of my workflow. So say I arrive at a destination, okay, as soon as I arrive in the coffee shop or I'm going for lunch, I find 2 plug sockets beside me. First thing I do is plug in this one, okay, that's the 4 USBs, okay. I power the waterproof one, charge the waterproof one fully in 3 hours. I power this battery within 3 hours, this battery within 3 hours, and this battery within 3 hours. That's 40,000 milliamps in 3 hours, all charged, while I'm having an extended lunch every 4 or 5 days. Okay, so as you can see, there's 4 USBs, fully charged. Okay, at the same time, I'm plugging in the cable for the power station, the Spark power station. So, and on it you can see, hopefully that sees clearly, you have 2 USBs. So I'm plugging in my iPad, which I've started to learn how to do all my video editing on the iPad rather than take a laptop. So it's an iPad Mini 4. So I'm doing that. So I'm powering my iPad, fully charging it, and I'm powering my phone, fully charging it at the same time. And on the front of this, where is it? Okay, there's another USB. Okay, so I'm charging the controller, and I'm also charging my GPS, because this charges pretty quickly. So within an hour I have this fully charged, and I throw in my GPS, and then I throw in my camera for the last hour. So all my devices, everything, all the batteries, I'm charging everything within 3 hours. Now that's a hell of a lot better than booking into a hotel for the night just to charge your stuff. It's also better than sitting all day in a Starbucks. Well, actually that couldn't be too bad. Alright, but it's definitely better than sitting all day. And I have over 45,000 milliamps of battery. So this is what I'm doing, and this is what I've been testing. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. I'm planning a big trip. The reason why I've got the drones and now bought new cameras and stuff, a few people had said to me, you should document your trips. And I've been thinking about it. So I just picked up the G7X camera. I actually got that from Gyro Nation. He broke his, if you follow him, he broke his and he gave it to me and I got it fixed for very little money in Vietnam. So my plan is to do a world tour, and I'm thinking about how I'm going to do it. And this is one of the things, how I'm going to power the gadgets. And a few people said to me, if you're doing a world tour, where are you going, etc. It doesn't really matter to me where I go, as long as I just go right around. So I might do the YouTube channel like once a week. I do a live feed, and you guys decide which way I go. Head north, south, east, west, whatever. I think that'll be interesting. So, but just trying to think out the statistics right now. But right now I'm in Greece. I'm at 90% recovery from my damn pneumonia. I'm going to put the links below where you can pick up these little batteries, the 10,000. See, I keep thinking they're 5,000 because they're so small, but they're actually 10,000. And I'll put a link to the Facebook page, because once this comes out, you definitely want to get a hold of this, you know. And these are very, very inexpensive. Spark, I'll put a link to this DJI website. I'm not sure if you're using the Spark, but for me, I really like it. What can I say? I've crashed it, threw it in the water, and it still works, so I'm pretty happy with it. And I believe this will be an Indigo product from Link Solar. So he said he might just run off 50 of them and to put them on his website. So I'll give you a link to that as well. All right, so thanks very much, guys. Hopefully the video wasn't too long. I just find this is a lot better, simpler. As I say, 6 hours sitting around charging these things, or my whole system fully charged, 3 hours, and I can do that a lot easier at a restaurant or something I stop at every 4 or 5 days. So hopefully it helped. And I'm going for a swim. Actually, do you know what? Do you know what I should do? If you've stayed this long, let's see how fucking waterproof this is. Really, I've done it in the rain. It's fully charged. Let's just throw it in the pool. Now if this blows up, it's closed. Yep. Oh. I'm waiting for it to blow up. Guys, I'm seriously waiting for this to blow up. Oh, was that a bubble? Well, that's a bit scary. Is that another bubble? No. Okay, I'll go in and get it. Alright, if it blows up in my hand and I die, please phone me what he called Alright, I better get out. Okay, there's a little light on it. Oh, I forgot to say there was a light on it. Let me see. Alright, if it blows up my hand, this could be 1 million views. Lights have all come on. And the torch lights come on. You see that, guys? Let me switch that torch light off. It's off. Okay, definitely waterproof. Definitely waterproof. Holy shit. Awesome. So, not just handle rain, you can handle, check them out, Omar's what do you call it? Hopefully you can get a hold of one of these soon. I know there's just 2,000 run off, and they should be launching them this week sometime. So if you got this far, please subscribe. Have a great day. I'm going for a beer.